and hold. Really good. Pair. And hold. Really good. Geez, just want to test this oil. I'm going to rest it there. If you could just hold it in position and then give me little finger and thumb, just resting your elbow down. You're going to hold tight and hold. No, okay, we don't want tea tree. Can you put 2 fingers there for me? Just under the cheekbone on the jaw hinge. And then give me arm and leg and hold. You see, solid, lovely. And hold. Really good. P. And hold. Plum. And hold. Hey, you can do it. And hold. So you're doing it. It's really interesting. This arm and this leg was weak when I tested them separately. When I tested these 2 together, and indeed these 2 together, the weak ones just became strong. So, would you like to lie down for your core therapy? You okay there?
Yeah.
It's all heated today. Yeah, nice. So, you've been talking a little bit about allergies.
Yeah.
Or suspected allergies.
Yeah.
Intolerances. And the first thing I thought of was, I've been thinking about you, and I've been thinking of something within core therapy that I haven't done with you before, which is kinesiology, muscle testing, vials of foods and potential allergens or intolerances. So we'll have a look at those. But first of all, before that, I'm just going to run through the basic foundational tests to see if your body is in a fit state to be able to do the allergy testing.
Thank you.
So can you give me a straight arm? I'm going to push here, you're going to hold up strong and hold. Okay, and the other one, and hold. Okay, and a leg, and hold. Good, and the other leg, and hold. Okay, so I've got a couple of strong. We're going to push with both this time, and hold. Hey, you can do it. And hold. So you're doing it. It's really interesting. So this arm and this leg was weak when I tested them separately. When I tested these 2 together, and indeed these 2 together, the weak ones just became strong. So your body is telling me I'm okay, that this test, which tells me about this area here behind the sacrum, in sacroiliac, is fine. It's in the right place, which is good. But this arm on its own, this leg on its own, not great. So the body is telling me something, probably about hip and shoulder, we'll see. But when they're together and it's telling me about this particular place in the pelvis, it's absolutely fine. Okay? So we're going to go across you now. So right leg, left leg, right arm, and hold. Okay, not as good as it could be, and hold. I'm not sure about that. There's a little bit of juddering there. So it could be jaw. I'm just going to test it just to rule it out, if anything. So just having a little feel of your jaw. We have talked about your jaw before. Can you put 2 fingers there for me? Just under the cheekbone on the jaw hinge. And then give me arm and leg and hold. You see, solid, lovely. Can you put these fingers over there? And then give me this straight arm and straight leg and hold. No, okay. So it only works one-sided. And then can you put 2 fingers here? Arm and leg. Sorry, this one.
Sorry.
And hold. Perfectly strong. Lovely. And then these fingers over here. And arm and leg, and hold. Brilliant, strong again. So it tells me it's worth me just having a little look at releasing the TMJ, see if I can detect anything there and realign it. I can hear the rain on the roof. It's amazing. There's just such a deluge of rain today. Okay, just tuning into the jaw. Ooh, I can feel some energy movement. Yeah, I know that feeling of having your jaw released and it doesn't want to release at first. It's trying to tighten. That's it. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Nice long breaths. That's good, that's good. It's really going now. And once the tightness is released, then the realignment can happen. So warming and softening these key muscles around the jaw hinge, the temporomandibular joint. And tuning into the way that every cell expands on an in-breath. And that's when the healing happens. Breathing in the beautiful oxygen, expanding each cell. And on the exhalation, letting waste products dissolve and flow away. Jaw feels softer, and I can tell it's allowing me to very, very gently, almost non-detectable, allowing me to just manipulate it slightly, making sure the alignment is back. Okay, so arm and leg again, and hold. Not great that side, and hold. Okay, still not good. I'm just going to do something else with you. Can you give me, just bending your elbow, little finger and thumb together, and I'm going to try and pull apart and hold. Okay, it shifted. Let's just do the other one. Resting your elbow down, I'm going to pull, you're going to hold tight together and hold. Okay, that's good. Can you just open your mouth and bite on the stick in the centre? Lovely. And we're going to come back to this one and hold. Nice and tight. And to the left and hold. Okay, came apart. And to the right and hold. Strong. Okay. So was that the left-hand side? Yeah. So I'm just going to do a little bit of intraoral work on that side. Is that okay with you? I'm going to put a glove on. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little feel into the jaw. That's it. And relax your mouth. So I'm feeling into the jaw hinge. This shouldn't hurt at all, but it might just feel a little firm in places. So feeling into the muscle and the structure. Down into the corner, that lovely jaw, and then the mandible. Okay, just open for me. And close. You okay? Yeah. So I've got the muscle quite strongly between thumb and 3 fingers, and I'm just moving it minimally in a circular fashion and then back to release any tension here and allow the jaw, the structure of the jaw, to relax and realign. Yeah. And then a little qigong, just holding, warming, some healing. Just let it go. And I'm just going to come to this side, just opening again. Oh, it feels good. It feels like this was needed actually, but it still feels good. There is some tightness there, but it's going quite easily. And just open again. And close. I'm also feeling into the gum line with the back of my index finger. Soothing and massaging that fascia. And then a little qigong. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go back to that test. This leg and right arm and hold. And hold. Fantastic. So solid, and that's all down to the jaw. It'll be interesting to see if those separate muscles are now strong. So just your arm on its own and hold. There's a little weakness there, and just the leg on its own and hold. Okay, it's stronger than it was earlier, but there's a judder there. Can you feel it sort of bouncing slightly?
I could feel more of the arm.
The arm was quite weak, yeah, okay. But both better, so that still needs correcting. Well, it's in my head. How has tummy been? Digestion?
Yeah, fine.
Good. Okay. Because obviously if we're going to be doing some food intolerances, that may also have a beneficial effect on the gut.
Okay.
So can I just have a little feel now? Okay. So I'm having a look for the umbilicus and then halfway to the hip bone here. Oh yeah, of course. I'm being very careful, very soft, remembering to breathe. Soften the muscles of the jaw, soften the muscles of the stomach. That's good, really good. So I'm just feeling with a line of finger pads. Okay, it's quite sore there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put 2 fingers there for me? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of a straight arm, because that wasn't strong earlier, in fact, can you put these 2 fingers there? Because I can remember that
Yeah.
this
I don't
one
know
was
why
stronger.
I can't do it with my right hand.
And just relax your elbow down. I'm going to try and pull. You're going to hold together strong and hold. So it's strong,
Okay.
the ICV, the ileocecal valve, which is good. However, because we're going to be doing food intolerances, we always, as core therapists, should clear the gut before we do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be brave.
Okay, I will do it softly, and a lot of it will be about intention as opposed to depth.
Okay.
Yeah? So I'll do it softly with intention and healing rather than going in deep. So could you just bring your jumper up a little and trousers so that I won't get them oily? So I just want to test this oil. I'm going to rest it there. If you could just hold it in position and then give me little finger and thumb, just resting your elbow down. You're going to hold tight and hold. No, okay, we don't want tea tree. And holding that in position and hold. Yeah, nice and strong. So organic lemon.
Ooh. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Smells like these lemon cakes.
It does smell like that. Yes. Oh, I'm not going to not know that anymore.
Sorry.
Every time I
Get
smell
hungry.
lemon, I'll think of lemon cake. Not a bad thing. Oh, you're doing so well. So this treatment is called an Anmo-Fu, a deep abdominal Chinese massage to the gut in order to press the reset button. The movements check and treat all the different aspects of what's in this soft cavity, from the digestive to the excretory, hormonal, reproductive. And another layer, of course, is for the acupressure points. So all of those beautiful energy centres, meridians, that also need a little TLC. Just bringing this up a bit. Oh, that's good. And then coming up in small movements, up the descending colon. Yes, in the wrong direction, but then bringing it in the right direction. So just agitating it to shift anything that is static and solid and not moving. Just how we do in life if we had a tube with things, food or anything in the kitchen stuck inside. We might just shift it in the wrong direction first in order that the particles will move and then be allowed to shift in the right direction. And then same again, wrong direction, going down the ascending colon, ready for a nice long shift upwards, across and down. Being careful to be soft over the lower abdomen below the umbilicus. And then very gently, because I know this can feel a little firm sometimes, in small circles within a large circle, going round in the correct direction over the small intestine and the large intestine, also taking into account here the liver, gallbladder, stomach, spleen, Houston valve, ileocecal valve, and Ren. A couple of times round, always feeling and assessing what the body is telling me. It's a two-way conversation. And then back to those lovely long sweeps coming out from the navel. I think the rain has just stepped up a gear on the roof of our lovely bothy here with the vaulted ceiling. You can hear the rain directly on the ceiling. Protecting the aorta. That's good. And then clearing the liver and gallbladder. And relaxing, relaxing, letting the breath go. Doing really well. Okay, so 2 repetitions of all of their techniques for the Amno-Fu. We've done the Amno-Fu, we've done the IPSI test and the contralateral test. I think now we're going to sit you up and do some very interesting kinesiology, testing vials to see what could be causing an allergic reaction that you can tell me about when you sit up.
Thank you.
Right. Can I see my CV again, please? Sorry, it means bringing them down again.
It's okay.
It's just that lower side here I need access to. So where's your hip point? There's your hip. So it's about here. So if I can bring them to there, and then I'm going to try and sit them in there.
Okay.
But if we could just see what we're doing by rolling that up a bit. Is that okay like that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, tell me, what intolerance symptoms have you had?
Yeah, so it's been since July this year, and originally I thought I caught a cold, and it just didn't go away. So I'm starting to think I've got some sort of new intolerance or allergy to something, but I just don't know what. And I mean, it could potentially be hay fever, but I've always had hay fever, but never at this time. But I would have thought by mid-September there's not much left to be allergic to hay fever wise. So I don't really know why it's not going away. I don't know if it's definitely an allergy or if it's potentially just some sort of inflammation of the nose or the ear. My ear's occasionally hurting, but I think it's because I'm blowing my nose so much. I'm actually sounding a lot better than usual today, which is really weird because yesterday I was awful. I just don't know what it is.
Okay, all right. So you can't really put your finger on it. You don't know where it's coming from. I'm not saying that I'll definitely find it, but we'll have a good go.
Yeah.
Because if you do have for instance, bacterial or viral infection that has been going on 2 months,
Yeah, for about 2 months.
yeah, then I wouldn't find that with the type of kinesiology testing I'm doing today.
Okay.
This is just simply to see if there are certain foods and ingredients which your body isn't happy with. And I know, because I've done a few, including myself, that the results are either going to be really strongly yes or no, or we might get some that are, it's okay, but not great. And actually, I might write them down for us because there's quite a few, and we're going to forget what camp of those 3 camps that each one is.
Okay.
Also, we've found one strong indicator muscle so far, which is this one, little finger and thumb, opponens pollicis, which is that test. But in order to test many, many times with that one, you're going to get weak and tired at some point. So I will need to find another muscle, which we'll do. There's lots of other types of testing I can do. It's just this one is just so easy and accessible. So I'm not going to tell you what each one is.
Okay.
And if you could give me a little finger and thumb and hold. Let's try that again. And hold. Absolutely not. Okay, I need to write these down. That was apple. But that was such a weakness.
Yeah, I started to worry like I'd done something wrong. It was so violently bad. Look away. I hope there's some good ones. I'm going to be worried.
There will be. And hold. Just try that again.
Yeah.
And hold. Yeah, okay. So I'm doing them randomly because they're all in alphabetical order. And you'd cotton on to what might be next and have an influence on it. I don't know. But so that was good. That was marrow.
What's marrow?
It's like a really big courgette.
Oh, okay.
And hold. Good. Okay, peppers. Maybe I should just write down the ones that you're not good with because it's going to take me quite a while to write all the yeses down, I think.
That's true.
And hold. Really strong. Parsley.
I love parsley.
And hold. Really strong. Potato. And hold. And hold. And hold. No. Mixed sweets and candies. I.e. a lot of sugar.
Yeah. That lines up because if I do have sweets, my skin breaks out. So I suppose that's like a similar inflammation response.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of sweets have got lots of nasties in besides the sugar. Colouring, for instance. And hold. Oh, really strong. Pork. Do you
Okay.
eat pork?
Not that often, actually. What is that?
And hold. Yeah. Strawberry. We were talking about strawberry this morning.
Yeah.
And hold. Really good. Lemon. That's good. Having just used lemon cake on you. And hold. Hey, really strong. Honey. We had honey this morning.
I'm glad the ones I've eaten are okay.
And hold. Really good watercress. And hold. Okay, good. Parsnip. And hold. Good. Sunflower seeds.
Oh, okay.
They're very specific things, aren't
Yeah.
they? You noticed. Actually, rather than me keep doing this, I'm going to go and get a table and put one here.
Okay.
All right, and then I've got everything accessible.
Thank you.
Okay. At some point this will go weak, but it's still strong at the moment. And hold. Really strong. Peach. And hold. Really strong. He's got some good strong ones here. Cucumber. That's good because some people are not tolerant with cucumber.
Oh.
It makes them react to it. What can I say? It makes them burp.
Oh. Interesting. But it's
And hold.
mostly water, isn't it?
I think it's the skin that does it. Yeah. Grape.
I'm glad there's so many good ones.
Yeah, how funny that the very first one was such a bad
So bad.
fail. And hold. But we will retest it.
Yeah.
And also, what I'm going to do is go into the house, and for any weaknesses, if I've got the product, we're going to test the real item.
Okay.
Have I got the right place? And rest your elbow, that's it, and hold. Try that again, and hold. It's in between. You're really trying, but it's opening, and I think your body is trying to tell me it's not good. Loganberry.
Okay.
That's very specific. Now, a loganberry is a bit like a cross between a blackberry and a raspberry. So it's big, but like that purpley colour.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever eaten one.
That's very, in that way, you're quite happy that it's going to be one of your fails. But it might be an ingredient in things, of course.
Probably.
And hold.
In candy, sweets.
Oh, maybe.
Was that
Cow's
strong?
milk.
Was that weak or strong? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Ignore me. Let's do it again. Because you've asked now. And hold.
But like now I know I'm gonna.
And hold. I think it's weak.
Yeah.
And it's because as soon as you said to me, was it yesterday, I've got a runny nose, seem to have a reaction. I don't know if it's an intolerance. The first thing I said to you was, is it dairy?
Yeah.
And of course, there's cow's dairy, sheep's dairy, and goat's dairy that we have in our diets generally. So you might need to look at that.
Okay.
The best way is to cut it out of your diet
Yeah.
for maybe 3 months.
Because I don't really have milk anyway, other than soy milk. But cheese I do have, so that would probably be it.
Yeah. So it says milk, cows, but milk is the ingredient in yogurt, ice cream,
Yogurt,
cream.
of course.
Ice cream, creme fraiche, and butter.
Oh,
And so
I love
therefore,
butter.
therefore, it's in a lot of ingredients. It's in cakes and pastries and yeah.
Okay, so
We'll come back and test it, okay? Because of you knowing what it was.
yeah.
And hold. Lovely. I mean, the strongs are so strong. It makes the weak ones look more obvious.
Yeah.
That's a good one to be strong with. Peanut.
Okay, yeah.
And hold. Really good. Prawns. Again, these are all things that some people do have allergies to. And hold. Really good. Pear. And hold. Really good. Cheese.
Oh.
Cow's milk cheese. So cheese is okay. And that was strong.
Interesting.
That was strong. So I'm happy with that. So
The
it was
mystery
milk.
continues.
Yeah, we'll knuckle it down. But after doing this, the best way is to eradicate it out of your diet,
Yeah.
that specific thing, and see if your symptoms get better, first of all, and see if anything else in your body, in your life, like your sleep and any congested head or just feeling better.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
And-
searching for what contains cow's milk that I'm eating. There's probably lots of hidden things.
And hold. Good. Mushroom. Cultivated mushroom. And hold. Good. Pineapple. And hold. Really good. Pea. And hold. Plum. Is it really interesting? There's only 4 so far that are no's. And hold. Cod. And hold. Just open a
Yeah.
tiny bit and hold.
Yeah, there is a bit there.
Okay. Onion.
No.
But these are all things to have a play around with in the kitchen and with your life and see if you're better without them.
Onion. I love. How would you cook without onion?
I know. It's in everything, isn't it? And hold. Or reduce it. Or hazelnut is good. Or try different ways of eating it. So is it just raw onion that your body doesn't like? Is it okay if it's cooked, for instance?
Yeah.
And hold. I've known people that couldn't tolerate raw onion, but they're okay cooked.
Okay.
Ham is okay.
I don't think I ever eat ham. I'm okay on all the ones I'm not eating.
And hold. Lettuce. But there's a reason for that. because you haven't got any allergens in your body against it because it's not in your bloodstream.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And hold. Pumpkin seed. And hold. Good. Rhubarb.
I'm so strong on the strong ones. Like
You are, aren't you?
It doesn't feel like my strength. It's weird.
It's like it comes from somewhere else.
Yeah, because I'm not that strong as a person with. Yeah.
That's exactly what a good kinesiology test is. It feels like it's no effort for you at all.
Yeah, it's weird.
And hold. Yep. Sesame seed. Yeah, because a lot of seeds are in cooking, you see. That's why they're in these tests. And hold. And you know, sesame seed is in lots of things like tahini, which is ground sesame seed. I add a good spoonful of tahini when I'm making a soup, for instance, or a casserole or something. It's really good for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Spinach is good.
Oh, I love spinach.
Good. And hold. Place. And hold. Garlic.
Oh, so garlic's good at least.
And hold.
Oh,
Try that again. And hold. No.
nope.
Orange.
That one I knew. As a young kid, I had an allergy to orange.
Oh,
That got better over time, and now it seems to be fine.
okay.
But-
Do you still eat them?
Yeah,
Oh, you do.
yeah.
But that might not be all oranges because there's so many different varieties,
Yeah.
aren't there? Satsuma, mandarin, tangerine,
Yeah.
large, Seville, marmalade.
So many.
So that would be worth having a look and trying out different ones.
Yeah.
You see, with this muscle test, now you're good at it, you could get your boyfriend to test you and hold a satsuma against you
Yeah.
and then test a muscle that you've
Before I
already
eat
found
it.
is strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you eat it. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
do it in a restaurant before you eat a place of
Yeah, I used
plate
to
of food.
get a rash all around my mouth and stuff
Oh,
when I
did
ate it as a
you?
kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow,
But it
that's
just
interesting.
Stopped happening.
Well, orange being quite acidic does have reaction in people who have, for instance, arthritis. Arthritis ends in IS, arthritis, and just like psoriasis, there are lots of other names of diseases that end in IS, and the IS shows it's an inflammatory disease.
Oh.
And therefore, acid, like in oranges and some other fruits, like tomato, we haven't done tomato yet, have we? Do exacerbate inflammatory diseases.
Oh, okay.
So why you had a rash, but
Yeah.
I can see why an acidic food would do that to you.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay. And hold. Lovely, that's good. Egg.
Yay.
Because egg is in so much. And hold. Nice. Courgette or zucchini. And hold. Lovely. Lamb.
Don't eat lamb.
And hold. Really strong. Celery. That's good. Some people do
good.
have a reaction to celery. You know, on ingredients lists of foods, it can be in bold because some people have a reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and bold is ones that you have to be careful with.
That's good.
Yeah. And hold. And we had a celery juice this morning, didn't we?
Yeah, so I'm glad.
Blackcurrant.
Oh, good. I like blackcurrant.
And hold. And hold.
No, it's not happening.
Apricot.
Okay. Don't really consume apricot.
Oh, I didn't add it to my list. In fact, what have we got? We've got 5 on there. Got 7 here. Oh yeah, orange I didn't add. Onion, milk, apple, sweets. Oh yeah, loganberry. And hold. Nice. Beef. And hold. Is this hand feeling tired yet?
It feels fine, weirdly. Yeah.
You'll be pleased. Butter.
Oh, yes.
It doesn't say cow's butter, but it must be cow's butter. What other butter is there? I mean, I suppose you could get sheep butter and goat's butter, but I haven't seen that in the shops. And hold.
Oh.
And hold. I think it's hesitant. Carrot. I've made carrot soup for lunch.
I love carrot.
Well, we'll test a carrot in a minute. It was just a bit hesitant rather than a bad fail. And hold. Yeah. Cauliflower. Only a few to go. And hold. Nice. Banana.
Okay.
Some people can't tolerate bananas, so that's good. And hold. Nice. Chicken. You're okay with all the meats, aren't you?
Yeah, surprisingly.
And hold. Nice. Kiwi.
Can some people not handle meat? Like, can you have a meat allergy? Or is it just that you can't digest it well?
I haven't heard of people
Yeah.
having a meat allergy, but like you say, sometimes it repeats on people. Like if they don't digest it well
Yeah.
straight after the meal. And hold. Lovely. So this is 78, and you're fine with it, different mixed foods and food additives. Loads of E numbers, and there's a whole list. Yeah, so that's good.
So it must be the sugar and sweets then, as opposed to... Which makes sense.
And hold. We need to test sugar on its own, really, don't we? Turkey. And hold. And tuna.
Oh, I love tuna.
So that's a few fish, isn't it? Cod, plaice, tuna.
Which is good. So it's
And hold. Lovely, all strong. Tomato. Yay. So good. A lot of people cannot tolerate tomato. So I'm going to go and get a few things from the kitchen. The only thing with doing that is that you'll know what I'm testing,
Okay.
because you'll smell it or see it. But I don't think we can do anything about
I can
that.
shut my eyes
You
because my
could
nose
shut
is
your
quite
eyes.
bunged up. So we might be safe.
Okay.
I'll make sure not to look at you.
I'm just going to be 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, we have our eyes closed. We're going to test a few things. Now then, I'm just going to put them on a piece of tissue, one at a time. Rested here. Lovely. Are you okay? Yeah. And hold. Well, that was strong. I'm just going to do it again. And hold. Yeah, that was strong. Okay. So that was just a good old-fashioned orange.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, that was just a slice. So it makes me think, don't open your eyes, but it makes me think maybe it's a different type of orange.
Okay.
But you're going to have to work that out, because I haven't got loads of different types. Actually, I do have a satsuma. We can test that at lunchtime.
Okay.
Okay. And hold. Good. Apple. Again, this is one particular type of apple, so, you know, maybe test the odd apple before you eat one. Okay, and hold. Try that again, and hold. No, really don't like that. That's onion.
Oh.
Okay. And hold. And again, and hold. No, cow's milk.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and hold. No, starburst.
I expected that one, sadly.
And hold. No, vegan sweets.
There's no hope for me.
So, the definite no's, you can open your eyes now. Welcome back. Were milk, onion, and sweets. I haven't got Loganberry in the house, unfortunately.
Okay.
Couldn't test that one. But the apple and orange seem okay, just straight
Okay.
normal apple, normal orange.
Glad.
But by all means, have a little play with that and see
Yeah.
what else you can find out. I'm not surprised about the milk. And bear in mind, you mentioned it to me yesterday, wanting an answer.
Yeah.
First thing I said was milk because I see it all the time.
Okay.
In fact, we could all do with eating and drinking less milk in our diets because milk is mucus forming.
Yeah.
So in these very delicate sinus membranes and all around the jaw and in the head and into the throat, the lungs, it does have a gluey, tacky effect, and it will combine and make sticky the other things that you're eating in your diet. It doesn't contain itself to just itself. Like when we're cooking, we mix it for a reason.
Yeah.
And so just bear in mind that cheese came up as yes, but we haven't tested yogurt or creme fraiche or ice cream or cream.
Yeah.
So those are other things to test. Because I don't eat dairy, I don't have any of those in the house, so I wouldn't be able to test them with you.
Yeah.
It's hubby Jez that has the milk, and I have oat milk.
Okay.
Yeah. But, anyone can do this and test it. Yes, I'm a therapist, and I've been taught how to do it, but you could have a little play with your boyfriend and just see some ticks and crosses of
definitely.
and do the same for him. It's
that'd be
really interesting.
Yeah, I reckon he's bad with milk as well. So.
And so bring in a different milk. So you say you have soya milk at home.
Yeah, I don't have cereal. I don't have oats usually because I don't have time in the morning. So if I did have something, it would be a yogurt on the go. So I'm thinking that might be the culprit. If not, the day before yesterday, so the day before I was very bad, I had some like Japanese bread and I'm wondering if they put milk in it to sweeten it. And yesterday I was so much worse than today.
Right.
So I'm wondering if I somehow consumed something in the 48 hours before that had milk in it.
Yeah.
Like hidden milk.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be searching more for what's sneaky milk is in as opposed to drinking it straight, which might be quite a lot of things, I think.
There is something else you can do, and I haven't done this much myself, and it's an idea I heard about many years ago from a very interesting lady, but also more recently on someone else's YouTube channel called Carla Hanreck. And she's an amazing lady. I love watching her. But one of her videos is her saying, right, here you go, this is something you can do at home just by yourself. You don't need anyone else there to muscle test you.
Yeah.
Put out, for instance, the coffee, the tea, the hot chocolate, herbal tea, whatever any other drinks that you might fancy having.
Yeah.
And just reach for them and see what your body is doing, whether it wants to reach for it or not. If your body doesn't want it, for whatever reason, it's not the right time of day, or it's got an intolerance to it, it will want to lean back it won't want to go for it. And if you actually get to pick it up and hold it, you'll know whether it's something your body wants or not.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah, how fascinating is
The
that?
subconscious.
It's
telling
totally,
me.
well, that's what kinesiology is,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
tuning into that. So I find that really interesting. And you've got to be very body aware to do that.
Yeah.
Because 99.999% of the time, we are not listening to our bodies. We just fancy a cup of tea or a coffee or a glass of wine, and we do it whether it's good for us or not.
Because we want it up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
habit and addiction and all of those different things come into play.
Yeah.
But if you were to sort of test yourself and reach for them, and you would know which one your body wants. And put a glass of water there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll definitely want that one.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
Wow, thank you. That was really fun as well. I know it was for the purpose of my allergies, so I actually really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people wouldn't want to do it because they don't want to know what they can't have.
Me and onions. I don't want to know.
I mean, you might be all right with a red onion. I haven't got any in at the moment, and I normally do. And I've got spring onions. We'll test a spring onion at lunch.
Yeah. So I'll have a play around at home as well, and hopefully there's some sort of onion that's fine. Yeah.
And like onion powder, you know, test all these different onion granules. So test all these different
Yeah.
things and see.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you so much.
A pleasure. And I
you.
hope it helps you. Let's see.
So thank you. I'll do lots of testing at home as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.